Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Gary Hobbs, the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Here's Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Johnny D. Compadre Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah.
Little D is on assignment this week. He's covering the Mundial, compadre, for us.
Oh, yeah.
Tejano fanatics.
La FIFA.
Yeah. Le voy a Eagle Pass, compadre.
Oh, yeah.
El soccer team de Eagle Pass. There you go. Big shout out to all our listeners, all 11 of yours.
We got over 76 listeners on Spotify.
Ay, compadre. Ya le vamos. Pues you're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas. Of course, we are on GaryHobbs.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, LaMeraLeona.net Radio every Saturday at 12 noon, and iHeart Podcasts. Compadre, big shout out to our proud sponsors, Domingo Garcia and the Domingo Garcia Law Firm, CRI Electric in San Antonio, Texas, 0 fee payments, and Air Express Air Conditioning and Heating in San Antonio, Texas. Man, proud sponsors de San Antonio. Está quedando atrás compadre. Houston. Yeah, there you go. Compadre, recapping this last weekend, we had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was puro adrenaline.
Long weekend.
Pues, ¿tú manejaste, compadre? Claro, madre, te aventaste, compadre. Necesitas que ponerle presión al dueño que más feria.
Yeah.
Algo. But we were in Guadalupe, Nuevo León last Friday night. That's, of course, in Monterrey, the area, the Metroplex. Guadalupe, Nuevo León. We were at the El Corral Western Club. So big shout out to El Corral Western Club, especially Jorge Alvarez, Neto Rodriguez. They are EMG Representaciones, compadre.
Okay.
EMG Representaciones. And pues big shout out to Alfredo Álvarez Garza. Alfredo vino por nosotros y nos trajo. Sí, put up with us. But we were at Tercia Tejana.
Nos movió allá para arriba y para abajo, también en Monterrey. Compadre.
Oh, yeah, the hotel and back. Y que llévame al Starbucks. But we were at Tercia Tejana, there at El Corral Western Club, con Juapi Moreno, Ram Herrera, and Gary Hobbs, the usual suspects. Lo que no entiende, compadre, gente a veces que allá se hace bien diferente la onda que aquí. So the last band out there headlining, pues nos tocó. We've headlined when we're there, gracias a Dios. But you go on at 2:33 in the morning, compadre.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's an hour and a half. Okay, so 2:30, depending. This time we started at 2:30, and we ended casi at about 4. But Mexico ahorita's an hour earlier, so really we were getting on at 3:34 in the morning here in Texas time, and so yeah, and then afterwards another 45 minutes con VIPs y gente que pues se queda a estar contigo un rato y saludar gente, tomar fotos, etcétera. Pues ya cuando llegas a la habitación, al hotel, man, it's really 6 o'clock over here.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Early in the morning.
Gracias a Dios, we didn't drive till we got back to Laredo, and then you drove, compadre, because I appreciate that. But we were in Guadalupe, Nuevo León last Friday, and it was fantastic. Anybody that checks them out on Facebook and stuff,
awesome
you can
crowd,
check it out. Yeah, El Corral Western Club. We had a great time. Hopefully we're back really soon.
Hopefully,
Pero
yeah.
Gracias Jorge Álvarez, Neto Rodríguez. Gracias por tener fe en nosotros, ¿verdad? And now Saturday, with only about 2-3 hours of sleep, you drove all the way to El Campo, and that was a good 5 hours, compadre.
Yes, sir.
5 hours, te aventaste, compadre. Dice, ya no me digas que me aventé, dame más dinero. Okay. But we were in El Campo, Texas. We were at El Campo Civic Center. I want to thank Rafael Hernandez, man, and his wife, and for bringing us in. And especially DJ René Guevara.
René Guevara.
Man, René pulled it out. He's a DJ. And le tuvo que ser el sound engineer ahí. Y pues se aventó René. Pero gracias, Rafael. We had a wonderful time in El Campo, Texas on Saturday. Now Sunday we were in Martindale, Texas. Martindale, that's right next to like San Marcos, ¿verdad, compadre?
Yeah, about 8 miles from San Marcos.
Y también manejaste. And we want to thank Virginia Martinez, of course, the Immaculate Heart of Mary Catholic Church. And we had a great time.
Yes,
and
sir,
then
we did.
Ahí, pues sonido with Mark Ramos and of course the great Steve Coy.
Yeah.
They're great, man. They did a really great job. But we had a wonderful time at weekend. It was just boom, 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 compadre.
No batallas con esos ingenieros, compadre, que te conocen.
No, compadre.
They have everything ready ya casi cuando llegas. And thank you so much, Steve. Mark.
Steve and Mark, they were no problems at all.
Yeah, nothing at all.
That was a recap for the weekend. We are listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Once again, we're in Eagle Pass, Texas, and we'll be right back. Big shout out to our proud sponsor, Domingo Garcia, and the Domingo Garcia Law Firm, with offices in Dallas, Houston, Odessa, and Fort Worth, Texas. More info at domingogarcia.com.
Hello, I'm JC, and welcome back to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. And here's mi compadre, the one and only Gary Hobbs.
That's what I'm talking about, Johnny D, Little D. Thank you, compadre JC. Pues, compadre, on today's Tejano segment, we have new music by several well-known, very popular, very famous guys, people, and groups. But on today's Tejano segment, new music, compadre, by Mike Gonzalez and the Iconiczz, of course. They're on Freddie Records. Now, this song se llama Sin Ti, compadre, and written by Lucky Joe.
Oh, by Lucky Joe.
Ay, anda escribiendo Lucky Joe, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
No, está bien Lucky Joe, está bien. But here on today's Tejano segment, this is Mike Gonzalez, the Iconiczz. They're on Freddie Records. This is their new music, Sin Ti.
Cariño, no puedo yo vivir sin tu calor. Te llevo aquí muy dentro de mi alma y por eso es que te canto esta canción. Eres la razón por quien suspiro, la dueña de este loco corazón. Contigo soy el hombre más feliz. Sin tu cariño no podría existir. Nunca quiero estar sin tus besos. Nunca te dejaré de amar. Eres la dueña de mi vida. Me vuelvo loco si tú no estás. Porque sin ti mi vida no tiene sentido. Soy como la arena sin su mar, porque sin ti mi vida no puede seguir. En este mundo fuera mi final. Sin ti no puedo vivir. nunca te dejaré de amar. Eres la dueña de mi vida, me vuelvo loco si tú no estás, porque sin ti mi vida no tiene sentido, soy como la arena sin su mar, porque sin ti mi vida no puede seguir, en este mundo fuera mi final, porque sin ti mi vida no tiene sentido, soy como la arena sin su mar, porque sin ti mi vida no puede seguir, en este mundo fuera mi final. Sin ti no puedo vivir, sin ti no puedo vivir.
We want to thank our proud sponsor, CRI Electric in San Antonio, Texas. Family and veteran-owned commercial, residential, industrial, electrical services on electrical, data, voice, science, and solar. Give them a call at 210-509-8889. Big shout out Israel and Christine Garza, CRI Electric. Mike Gonzalez, the Iconiczz. New music, Freddie Records. Algo por nombre Sin Ti, compadre, written by Lucky Joe.
Lucky Joe.
Congrats. On today's Tejano segment, Gary Hobbs, the podcast, Eagle Pass, Texas, Johnny D, compadre Jay-Z,
Oh,
Little D
yeah.
is on assignment. Tejano Mundial. There's some awards, right? Tejano Mundial. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But we have also new music that we're doing here on Gary Hobbs, the podcast. This is Xelencia, compadre. Xelencia. I hadn't heard something from them. But,
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah. Pero
David
Dianda, the guys. They have something on Rockcore Records, compadre, and new music. Voy a olvidarme de ti. Once again, this is Xelencia, new music. Voy a olvidarme de ti.
Voy a olvidarme de ti, aunque me cueste la vida. Voy a olvidarme de ti, mujer mal agradecida. Siempre te hablé con verdades, nunca te dije mentira. Siempre te hablé con verdades, te dije que te quería. Take it away, Pops. Me voy muy lejos de aquí, nunca me verás ya más. Me voy muy lejos de aquí, ya no volveré jamás. Siempre te hablé con verdades, nunca te dije mentira. Siempre te hablé con verdades, te
Xelencia, new music, Voy a Olvidarme de Ti, Rockcore Records. Compadre, what do you think?
Sounds good.
Very David the Andes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very Xelencias.
Yeah.
¿Verdad? And the grito, they got the snare going on, right?
Good. Everything.
The sax, everything. They sound like Xelencia, compadre.
Yeah. The old Xelencia of the 90s.
Pretty good, yeah.
Man.
Well, it's the old, but it's new music, but it's still the old Xelencia.
Yeah, that's the style. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 90s style they had.
New
Back cuando
music.
estaba Adam Mosqueda.
Oh,
Rest in
yeah,
peace,
Adam.
Adam Mosqueda, the drummer.
Jesse Perales.
Jesse
The late
Perales.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Excelencia, Voy a Olvidarme de Ti on Rockcore Records. You're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. This is our Today's Tejano segment. We'll be right back. Zero fee payments, providing trusted payment solutions for businesses of all kinds with no contracts, no hidden fees, and free equipment. For more information, call or text 830-461-0905. And we're back, compadre.
Oh, yeah. Súbele más al güiro, por favor, Johnny. Que se oiga el güiro.
That's excellent. Excellent. That beat, you know? You know why? Because it's going to bring us to our Tejano cheese. Yeah. Le falta güiro, compadre.
Yeah, yes.
Big shout out Hector Gutierrez, who did our theme song. Did they like it, compadre? Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Okay. Our dear friend and producer and now music producer here on Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Y dice, te ganaron el lonche, Johnny. I was waiting for your sax all, 120 episodes. But tenemos que echarle el sax ahí, compadre.
Yeah, yes.
Que sax,
Nomás que esté afinadito, que esté afinado.
Big shout out Hector Gutierrez. We did have a little bit of emails come in, and first of all, our loyal listener, Jessica Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jessica Hill. She was disappointed that we didn't win at the All-Star Awards, and even worse, she said that we weren't even nominated. It's very true, very true.
Tantito peor.
But big shout out Jessica Hill and Cadence too. And so we had an email come in, and it was first one was from Gilbert Valadez. Gilbert Valadez, compadre, and he Gilbert Valadez, he's a songwriter. He does country and Spanish music. He wanted to know if we accepted generated lyrics, just for purposes of listening to it. Big shout out Gilbert Valadez, and but we do accept generated lyrics, but when it comes to the songwriting and publishing, that's going to be, if it's recorded, it's going to be green lighted or not by Freddie Records, who owns our recording contract right now.
Yeah.
But big shout out Gilbert. Also, Michael Lopez. So Michael wrote us an email. Compadre, dice, after listening to your latest podcast, I wanted to let you know that Tejano isn't dead in Houston. I just attended my granddaughter's Sweet 16 a couple of weeks ago while the DJ played a bunch of music I never heard before. The kids all line danced to every Spanish song and every country song that he played. Says when he did play 5 Tejano songs, the kids got pushed off the dance floor by all the parents. Most of the parents were in their 40s, like my son and daughter-in-law, so they must have been raised on this music. Keep doing what you're doing, and as long as there's Cuando Eres Mía. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Michael Lopez now. Says as long as there's Cuando Eres Mía, Tejano will never die in my heart. God bless Michael Lopez. Pues thank you, Mike.
Shout out, Michael Lopez.
Shout out. Yeah. And
Thank you for all the support.
so, you have anything to give us your opinion or give us a question? We are on Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com. Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com. Now, on to our Tejano cheese. Yeah. So, there's so many things that I wanted to talk about, but the beat, listen to that. So, compadre, do you think Tejano listeners, all 11 of our audience, ya estamos at 11. Do you listen to the beats as opposed to lyrics and music? An example, we were younger, and I was younger, and I heard rap, and I didn't know what they were saying, but I was hearing boom, 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 the drum, the sonic kick, it's like, so that kind of moves you, Now, if it's got a nice bass riff and it's going, oh man. So So, but I think I was one of those that I listened more to the music than I actually listened to the lyrics.
The lyrics, yeah.
Okay. In Tejano, does that happen? Because there's been, and we're not going to mention any names, but there were so many bands in the 90s that were recording, to me, things that were kind of like comical, man. It wasn't about the lyrics. It wasn't about the song. It was the beats.
True.
You know? We won't mention names. We're not that kind of podcast here, brother. Stay tuned for next week when we're gonna be saying. But do you listen to beats or do you listen to the music, the lyrics, does it have a groove? So our question to our 11 listeners is: do you listen to the beats or do you listen more to lyrics and music? Obviously, if you're going through something and you listen to lyrics and oh my God, it reminds you of something, but then you're hooked on that song. It didn't matter on the intro, the turnaround or the outro or anything like that. The lyrics got you, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
But if you're a happy-go-lucky guy or girl and you're just quieres moverle el bote, then you're listening to the beats, right?
Yeah,
but I wonder how much
yeah.
of our Tejano audience, Little D, you're on assignment somewhere. Do you listen to the beats or do you listen to the lyrics, Little D? That's for next week's assignment. But that really crossed my mind because now we're recording new music, and sometimes I am what is the word I want to use? I really want to use. I am tempted to use more about the beats. Now I gotta admit, in all our albums, 30 albums are recorded. 30 albums. And one of them was a hit, according to my colleagues and my haters, or the Sovato de San Anto. We don't mention names, but we'll narrow it down to the city. But honestly, I wrote a song, La Huila. I think we talked about it once. La Huila was a stupid song, and I wrote it because I had to finish the album, right? And but I wrote La Huila with the lyrics and
That's
try
a
to
good
make
song.
it.
That's
Well,
a good song.
And compadre, they've asked for it.
Todavía.
They've asked for it,
Todavía,
but so it was doble sentido, two meanings.
Yeah.
La huila meant like, alguien bien paseada, ¿verdad? Pero la huila, it's a kite, right?
Yeah.
Vuela, vuela, mi amiga la huila. It's a stupid song, but I wrote it. But again, are they listening to the beats or they're listening to the lyrics? And I've been tempted because now we start a new album, and I'm starting to get some really great music coming in, man. Really great music, pero we look forward to starting the album.
If you ask me, yo sí le pongo atención a las lyrics mucho. Yeah, ¿de qué se
But
trata?
you listen to Air Supply. Nos ponemos a llorar todos on the road. I'm all out of love.
Especially at night, compadre, cuando vengo manejando en la
Solo
noche.
triste con Air Supply.
Puro Air Supply, puros ballads de los 80s. And
No, hombre, le tengo que gritar de atrás. Compadre, ya estuvo, vengo yo. Quiero dormir. Pero
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men,
Sí, no, pero yo sí le pongo atención a los lyrics, and I like more into commercial stuff.
You're romantic too, no?
Yeah, sí.
A lot of people don't know about it, but you're huge on Tropical,
Yeah.
And so, man, sea the bus or the RV or the truck or the van or the loaner they lent us or caballo, whatever we're going, and I'm listening to like at 3, 5, 6 in the morning.
La música pegacera. I grew up with that.
So now you like rhythms, you like
Yeah.
beats, but you also listen to lyrics.
The
¿Tú, John?
lyrics.
Lyrics también. I'm a lyric.
Yeah.
Unless if it's got saxophone, pues.
Well, I started listening to Chicago and all of that, so the horn section, all of that. So I think music was, the rhythms and music and lyrics. I would learn the name of the title of the song, ¿verdad? But
I still don't know what Michael Jackson says. Mama said I'm stopping my side.
yeah, but you're dancing to it, right? And, yeah. But I think the older I got, then I got hooked on lyrics and melodies and chord progressions. Ooh,
Juan Trevino.
ooh, como dice Mariano, that sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Mariano Herrera at Freddie Records. Ooh, that sounds expensive.
The lyrics de las rolas de Juan Trevino. Man.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, hey, Juan Trevino listens in occasionally, so we want to send a big shout out. Now he's a perfect example, compadre. Now I've said this before. I had heard of him as a songwriter, and when I started to study him, he's like, oh my God, he's a phenomenal songwriter.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know he was a phenomenal singer.
Oh, yeah,
He
también.
sings, he plays instruments, bajo,
Everything.
sexto,
Yeah, I think he
guitar.
plays everything.
He does everything.
Everything.
You know, but man, that's a good question for Juan Trevino. Yeah, if he listens in, please let me know, Juan. Do you used to listen to lyrics and melodies more than beats, but he's a great example of that. But again, for our listeners, do you listen to the beats as opposed to song lyrics or music, stuff like that? But I don't want to take any time from our Tejano cheese segment. This is so funny because I had never gone to, mi compadre told me, and it says latest Tejano news, right? And Google just spits out things and a half. It says, well, yeah, pero an example, new music releases like Ricardo Castellón y La Diferencia, Go Spurs Go anthem. After last night's game. Oh my God. Ricardo, you may want to hold off on that a little bit, but no, we were all rooting for Spurs on this side, right?
Go Spurs go.
Knicks, los cinco. But so he's got it. But there's some news. Iconic group Intocable. They partnered with Primary Wave Music to expand their global reach and music legacy. Tejano Nation reported. And Jaime Dianda, the artist, was arrested on active warrant amidst an ongoing legal dispute over his name and brand, according to Tejano Nation. They can't give that arrest, man.
No, they can't.
I don't know. I think we commented on that once.
Yeah.
I always thought of, well, they said, Jaime Dianda when he started, and David Dianda was with him. ¿Verdad?
Yeah.
Son primos or something, right?
Yeah.
But I started in '83, but I was listening to Chicano and stuff before that. But compadre, I always thought of Jaime Los Chamacos.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, Los Chamacos Solos and Jaime Los Chamacos. But I hope they figure.
Siempre era Jaime Los Chamacos o Los Chamacos de Jaime Dianda, either or.
Yeah. But again, that's I guess there's still a legal dispute over ese jale. But and once again, Spurs anthem. It says Ricardo Castellón y La Diferencia dropped the new track "Go Spurs Go" to support San Antonio Spurs Tejano. Okay, Tejano 1600 was reporting that. Well, I think does that now? I haven't heard it. Have you heard it?
No, compadre, no.
Okay, I wonder if that's got to fall under the beats and rhythm stuff because it probably says "Go Spurs Go," so it's motivating the Spurs fan base, But is that music? Was this not lyrics? You see how people go after music, man.
Yeah, true.
The beats, and just that background, Hector.
You post lyrics too, because right now they're playing, so they.
Hey, if they put like a drum thing that they do, the drum, boom, boom. Then that would have fit perfectly with that. Yeah. That would have worked.
Go.
Well, more major news says that Tejano legend Ruben Ramos recently highlighted in a profound NPR feature exploring his family's deep musical roots in Texas. That's very interesting because it's Ruben Ramos and Alfonso Ramos and toda la familia.
Todos los Ramos, yeah.
All the Ramos, they're all talented, man. They all play, they all sing. Oh my God. And it says something about Tejano Music Superfest. Mark your calendars for the upcoming festival scheduled for November 21st, 22nd at Kima Boardwalk. We won't mention Kima Boardwalk. Didn't call us either. we're so pissed off at people this year, right? Victoria and Houston, they didn't call us.
They're already doing another one, another fest.
No, they're making it up, no, for the one in May, I think. No?
I don't know. Yo nomás miré que they were asking, like, what bands should we bring and who should we call? And
But not Gary Hobbs. He only's got 11 listeners, you know? But
76 in Spotify.
76 on Spotify. But and again, if you have any opinions, any comments, please direct them to us. Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com. Gary Hobbs, the podcast at gmail.com. This is Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We'll be right back with our Before We Leave segment. We want to send a big shout out to our proud sponsor, Air Express Air Conditioning and Heating. They're bonded and insured. They do service, sales, installs, and repairs. You can call them at 210-601-2678. That's 210-601-2678. Big shout out Javier and Sally Gomez for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Call Air Express. Before we leave, Johnny D, Fighter Jay-Z,
ooh, yeah.
Little D is on assignment, and OG, Old Gary. Once again, we are our social media sites. Facebook, Gary Hobbs Official. Instagram, Gary Hobbs Official. X, Gary Hobbs Official. TikTok, Gary Hobbs .official. Our websites are GaryHobbs.com for Gary Hobbs and the usual suspects. And anything to do with our cruises, GaryHobbsCruise.com. Of course, Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8 is coming in January 31st through February 7th, 2027. We're on board Symphony of the Seas on Royal Caribbean International. Compadre, that cruise, we have 3 full dances. 3 full dances, compadre. No fregaderas, no jam sessions, no 15 minutes, no little small floors. 40 by 60 feet dance floor.
Wow.
We have 3 dances. We have the Gary Hobbs the podcast meet and greet. We have a pool party, 70s and 80s costume party, always a big hit, and our Tejano Locos beach party at Mr. Sancho's. Man, you can enjoy a week of music, fun, memories with friends and family. But call our travel agent, Happy Mireles. She's at 469-450-1168. Happy Mireles at 469-450-1168. Sounds like a commercial, ¿verdad, compadre? But no passport required. Payment plan is still available. You can call right now for best prices, compadre. It's more than a cruise. It's time with Tejano family and
The
friends.
sooner the better.
More information at GaryHobbsCruise.com. Before we leave, compadre, this week, we have a private event. But this Saturday, we're in Dallas, Fort Worth area. We can't tell you where we're at because then, top secret.
It's private.
Pues nos cae toda la gente que debemos feria. ¿No? But coming next week, compadre, on the 19th, Friday, we are at the Blue Bayou Cafe, Houston, Texas, celebrating DJ Tippy Tip's birthday, compadre. Tejano Loco in the house. Gary Hobbs, the usual suspects. It's Friday, June 19th, Blue Bayou Cafe, Houston, Texas. Now, the next day, Saturday, on the 20th, we are at Players Sports Bar in Oak Cliff. The OC, Saturday, the 20th, Players Sports Bar, Oak Cliff. On the 26th, we have a private event in San Benito, Texas, back in the Rio Grande Valley, compadre.
Again.
Man,
We're going back.
it's just a record this year for us, but we're back in the Rio Grande Valley, San Benito, Texas, private event on the 26th. And the 27th, compadre, on Saturday, we're at Full Court Entertainment, Elsa, Texas, the Rio Grande Valley.
Otra vez.
Man,
One more time.
Full Court Entertainment, Elsa, Texas, Saturday, June 27th. Now,
Who's driving?
what's Jaime?
That's what I do best.
Es que I'm all out of love. Compadre, esa en cumbia.
Sí.
I'm all out of love en cumbia, si sale. And now, 4th of July, we are in Crystal City, Texas.
Yeah.
4th of July, celebrating with the city of Crystal City, Texas. 4th of July. Hope to see you out there. Compadre, any shout outs besides RQ
Mr.
and
RQ.
toda la familia Samago? La familia Samago was with us Sunday in Martindale.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse, ¿verdad?
Jesse, my sister, Alma.
Big shout out a la familia Samago. They were there Sunday with us.
Sunday
And,
night.
Johnny, any
Nothing right now.
nothing right now? Pues this is Gary Hobbs, Jaime Samago,
Yes,
Johnny
sir.
Davila, and David Villanueva on assignment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but we are Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas. Until next week, Dios los guarde, Dios los cuide. God bless. See you next week.
See ya.
Say bye, guys.
See ya.
I'll just say bye until I say so, man.
God bless y'all.
Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Gary Hobbs.